Hello everyone, Poor Cynic here with Tyrant Reviews, and this is Plants vs. Zombies 2, It's About Time, by PopCap. For the 13 people out there who have never heard of the Plants vs. Zombies series, it's a tower defense game where you need to use these cute but violent vegetables in order to defend yourself from the oncoming marching zombie hordes. Now, the gimmick in Plants vs. Zombies 2 is that you are traveling through time. Specifically, at this point, there are three separate time periods. There's the Wild West, there's Ancient Egypt, and there's unidentified pirate time. Golden Age of Sailing. The original was extremely popular for those who don't know, and come on, where have you been? And I'm going to be level with you right now. I really did not like the first Plants vs. Zombies game. I don't like tower defense games in general. I find them to be dull and repetitive, and generally not very entertaining, not very intellectually stimulating. So, obviously, this review is going to be a bit negative. Just letting you know right now, so if you wanted to hear somebody rave about how good Plants vs. Zombies 2 is, you should go find somewhere else. I will say I do like this better than Plants vs. Zombies. The time travel aspect is the larger reason for that. It's very creative. It allows for more variation than I thought was present in the original game. I will give it that, but there's still the problem of tower defense games are the stupidest type of strategy game out there. They're strategy games with no strategy. It's entry-level strategy. It's strategy for beginners. You start with this and then you move up to the tough stuff, like Civilization or Europa Universalis. As two examples of games that I really like that are strategy titles. But anyway, enough about me ranting. Let's go over some of the things on the screen. The buttons along the bottom, the one that says PopCap, that takes you to a website filled with other PopCap games. The t-shirt icon, that takes you to the PopCap store where you can buy actual physical goods. There's the option, which is the wrench. You can adjust your music and your sound and all sorts of things. And you can look at other information here, terms of service, privacy policy, all sorts of good stuff like that. And then there's the Game Center button. All pretty basic. So we're going to just jump right in. As you can see, it's you basically complete levels along a linear path. Occasionally you come to branches. If you have enough keys, or whatever the thing to open the gate happens to be in that particular level, you can branch off into one of these separate areas. You see the star next to these locations. You need stars to ultimately escape from this time period and move on to the next one. Let's go over some of the other things on the screen here. There's the menu button, which takes you back to the main menu. And then we have the number of keys you have. You have the sort of glossary, which is the book icon. This tells you about the plants you have. It tells you about the zombies you've encountered and their sort of toughness and whatnot. And then you have upgrades, which are, at the moment, the superpowers you have and the bonuses you can buy, or some of the bonuses you can get on the map. But that is one of the major problems with this. It's become a freemium game. The original was a premium game. You had to just pay like $2 or $3 to get it outright. This is free-ish. And we'll go over that when we get into the store. Next to that, forgot to mention the number of stars you've collected at that point. But yeah, there's a lot of content you are sort of encouraged to buy, including the actual physical merch, which is kind of annoying because it keeps popping up again and again. But yeah, you can purchase coins. You purchase plants. Now, I understand I don't remember a great deal of the first game, but a lot of these were sort of very important in the original game, like the jalapeno. And it's sort of almost kind of insulting now that people have to pay $3 to $4 to get some of these plants. Likewise, there's upgrades. Once you purchase them, they'll be bought for all profiles, which is sort of basic bonuses you can get. But that's also expensive. And then there's bundles, which usually combine a plant, the coin pack, and a bonus of some sort. But yeah, it's honestly not a mechanic that I find to be very good. And coins, I didn't mention, coins are pretty much useless. You only use them for two things. One is to get more plant food, which I'll discuss upon once I actually get into the gameplay itself, and the other is to purchase a superpower use. And other than that, there's no point to them. And there's the various maps. You can preview some of these. I believe you can also purchase to just unlock them. Or you have to beat Egypt. But I believe there's a way to just buy your way to the next level. You can see the levels that are unlocked, or the worlds that are unlocked, are next to that. You can also see here on the routes, there are also sort of pictures of seed packets with plants you have yet to, or you can earn. But and you can zoom out and zoom in, and all that sort of good stuff. Now, as I mentioned, the conceit here is time travel, and that happened through sort of odd combination of a crazy guy, his time machine, and a taco. Needs to say you are trapped back in time and need to defeat the zombies and collect stars in order to try to find your way back home. So let's go in and start planting and fighting here in Egypt. Alright, I need to use my plants. I can see there's an explorer zombie now. This is a new character. I'm pretty sure the torch means he's going to have sort of a fire ability. So let's get the iceberg lettuce. Let's rock! Okay. And we are... Oh, we're going to have a little cutscene this time. You want to use a power-up, you can buy one with coin. Yeah, these are the power-ups along the bottom here. They're basically sort of cheats. If you sort of lose the ability, or the zombies are about to win, you can sort of activate one of these for a price and just quickly clear the board of zombies. And they're all based on multi-touch gestures. There's the green one that allows you to pinch the zombies' heads off, the yellow one that allows you to flick them off screen, and the purple one you can hold down on them and electrocute them. I'm going to try not to use those unless I really have to, because I feel they're vaguely cheap. I mean, this is supposed to be a strategy game. You're supposed to think or get out of it using your brain, using strategy. And superpowers just seem sort of unfair. Unless it's a superpower strategy game, which this is not really. It's a plant-based tower defense game. In case you didn't know. Alright, we got zombies coming in. The gravestones, those block shots, which is sort of the reason why you need the cabbage pult, because that can fire over those. Because otherwise the pea shooter will just fire right into the gravestone until the zombie passes it. No, we're getting. Let's put a cabbage pult in this row, in the row of 3 here. Because I think that'll be problematic at some point. And without zombies to attack, they'll just automatically attack the gravestone, which is good. Some of the things on screen here, there's the sun meter, which shows all the sun you've collected, which is what you use to buy new plants. There's the image with the zombie and the flag that shows how close the final horde is. And that's going to be sort of the greatest rush of zombies. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Knocked his block off. You can see this zombie is glowing green. That means if I get rid of him, he'll give me plant food. Plant food allows you to sort of give a one-time quick power-up to your plants. Like the pea shooter will become a Gatling gun. And here comes the fellow there. You can pause the game. Oh, there's the plant food. There's powers, obviously. You know, there we go. Frozen. I should probably put another plant in that center. Uh-oh, we got one of those zombies hiding behind the camels there. they'll use those stones as protection and allow them to sort of creep forward more. Oh, here comes another one of those fellows with a torch. Just put that down. Ah, I got more plant food. That's good. Sort of getting distracted by many things. At some point, yeah, I'm going to put the bloomerang right here. And this allows you to sort of hit multiple targets, which is very good. And, oh, I'm about to get... oh, no. Yeah, one of my plants got burned up by the explorer with the torch. So that was a bit of a problem. Let's put another bloomerang right here, because I see... We're getting a little bit of a rush now. We're getting some more guys. As you can see, it's sort of like it was in the original game. Some of the zombies are wearing protection, which makes them harder to kill. Stay cool. Like the guy wearing a bucket here. Oh, he's gonna get my guy, so let's use the power up, as I'd rather not lose another one in that wave. I probably should put another plant. Oh, wow. Yeah, in the Egypt level, some of them will... Oh, geez, they're coming right in close. Will come in and use that sort of sand power to move in really close to your line of defense, and it is something of a problem. The walnut that blocks attacks for time being, he's got a lot of damage resistance, and oh man, that zombie is getting close. Fortunately, the cabbage pult's got a tough cookie. And I think, oh, we got a bag o' cash, which is basically not worth much, unless I'm going to use superpowers, which I may just do at some point to show them off. But yeah, we finished the level, all right. We do not have enough keys to get into that door right there, so we're just going to have to move on to stage 6. Nope, something's happening. Okay, you want me to visit this? Has something changed in the store? No, nothing has changed in the store. You just want me to buy things. Thank you, game. Thank you for being as unsubtle about it as possible. That's very much appreciated. Let's move on to the next level before I lose my patience with your enforcement of pay products. Oh, we have a new zombie. It looks like one with an Anubis head. Alright, I think I'm going to put in the iceberg lettuce just in case any more of those explorers show up, because it is pretty useful for getting rid of those torches. See, we're going to want the pea shooter, cabbage pult, sunflower, walnut. I don't think the potato line. No, I'm going to take the bloomerang instead of the potato mine. Potato mine is very useful, but I kind of want the greater offense that the bloomerang has. So let us begin this next round. Now this is pretty much how gameplay goes. It does become more challenging as time goes on, but I've never really felt all that flustered by it. I mean, sometimes it's like, oh man, it's a big rush, but it doesn't tax me in a sort of the way I want out of my strategy games, where I want to be really challenged intellectually. I want to be challenged about how I have to think and what I have to do. Cabbage pult. And just this is sort of vaguely disappointing, because this is it. This is the extent of it. They approach, you defend, and that's the game. Looks like we have 2 waves of sort of 2 horde waves. So that's a new thing, so that'll be interesting. But I do like that some of these specialty zombies, like the Egypt-specific zombies, are more than just palette swaps of the of normal zombies. Like they do specific things. Like this guy with the Horus mask, he can steal the sun. Obviously, you don't want him to do that because that's what you use to buy your plants. Plus, it's very inconsiderate. No, he got that one. You win this time, false god, zombie person. Gravestones are making it a little difficult. I have to rely more and more on cabbage bolts. Let's plop down a iceberg lettuce here, just in case. No reason, just feel like plopping down a few traps, as it were. Oh man, he's getting close. Oh, he's getting really close. What the heck? Oh, that... Don't know what happened there. Well, that was disappointing. Oh, really slow recharge time on that iceberg lettuce. Let's put down a... Put down something there, because we gotta address this issue coming up. And let's plant food him. More rat-a-tat-tat. Well, I knocked out the guys using the shields, so now I'm just down to the guy with the hat, or the cone. And more sneaky gods trying to steal my sun. Well, we got more power because we froze a guy. Good. Oh, here comes the fellow with the dog head. I don't know what his ability is. He... Okay. Oh, he summons graves. That's a problem. Blocks my shots, this sneaky bastard. Well, we can't have that. He's tough, too, it looks like. Well, not that tough, because I just knocked his arm off. That means he's almost toast. Still, I'm not happy with that. We got more gravestones right in the lane where my pea shooters are. Put another cabbage pult there in case anybody gets any funny ideas. And put a pea shooter here to add a little bit more firepower in that center lane. Oh, it's a much longer camel this time. We're still not to this first wave. So let's... Oh, we need to do something about that. Open fire. Oh, stealing my sun, dang. Oh man, it's they are coming at me with everything they got. I should probably pay more attention so that they don't steal all my stuff. But yeah, the interesting thing about plant food is I actually do different things depending on the plant you give it to. Oh shoot, they're about to... Oh shoot. Which I want to show off, but I really need to get rid of these guys with the shields. So let's address that issue. And there we go. Maybe I'll get another plant food. I'll be able to show off what some of the other plants do, because it really is quite interesting. And it's a nice sort of addition. Again, sort of the idea that it's not just a palette swap, that everything sort of has this different ability, which is very much appreciated. But still doesn't get over the fact that I am not really having any fun here. Now I should probably put a cabbage pole here, because they're not getting to those guys. Oh, and forgot to mention this before, but you can use this shovel to pull out plants and replace them with something else. And oh my, they are coming at me all full speed. Oh, I probably should have put some walnuts up. This looks like a good time to use the power. See, this is the lightning. You hold it down, and it zaps the various zombies. As long as that sort of spinning haze stays on screen. Stop summoning more graves. It's becoming very annoying. Well, it looks like we have this under control at the moment, but that second horde still has not showed up yet, so that may very well change things. I really don't get why people enjoy tower defense so much. I mean, I know it's... Hang on. Let's show what the boomerang can do. So many boomerangs! Oh, yes. Anyway. Oh, shoot. How did that guy live? Well, let's get rid of him, get rid of them, get rid of all these guys by flicking them. Yeah, I don't understand sort of why these games are as popular as they are. I get it vaguely, because it's sort of an easy thing that people can get into. But, I mean, why it has such a huge following, I don't know, because I will admit I'm something of a strategy snob, but it's just so simple. Maybe it gets harder later on, but I'm not challenged, I'm not pressed in any way. And I say that as I go, oh, zombies, they're coming. But, alright, enough of this. Let's cabbage pult some people. Big ol' explosion of cabbages. Pour fire on them, boys. Or pour stuff on them, anyway. Not fire. But, yeah, that's just my personal thing. I really don't get the tower defense genre. I've tried and tried to get it, but it's just like, every time I just end up saying, this is dull. I'm not having any fun. And that's the most important thing of any game, is to have fun. But games are a very subjective matter. And what one person may find entertaining, another person may find as dull as dishwater. So yeah, that's been Plants vs. Zombies. Oh, hello. A rare and curious lunchbox. A Yeti, huh? When a Yeti appears on the map, go after him quickly. If you can spot and defeat him in the level, he'll drop fabulous prizes. Well, I guess we're gonna take a whack at the Yeti. This is the last thing in this video. I don't quite understand it, but hey, Yetis, why not? Now let's actually use the potato mine this time, because we're in an earlier level, and it is useful, and I haven't shown it off yet. Walnut, pea shooter, boomerang, cabbage pult, sunflower, let's go. You're not gonna scare me, Yeti man. Not when I have my flowers. It's a green thumb of death. The way potato mines work is they take a little while to activate, but then obviously they act as a new mine and explode and take out any zombie that's around it.
We're coming.
Let's deal with these suckers. I forgot to put down my second sunflower. I always like to put down 2 or 3, or I found that to be the most useful anyway. Bit more sun, please. Thank you. It's the kind of game where I'd rather be actually gardening. Because, you know, I feel like I get some sort of reward out of that. You know, pretty flowers, and depending on what I might put in my garden, food. Though, at the moment, not so much food as pumpkins. Although you can eat pumpkins, just it's not your typical staple. Still waiting on that Yeti. If the Yeti does not show up, I'm going to be very disappointed. Oh, the Yeti finally showed up. So let's drop us a mine here. See, I don't want to get eaten by that fellow with the bucket, so we'll use up a plant food and immediately get one. Oh, he's retreating. He's trying to fall back. Destroy him! Aha! Victory is mine, Mr. Yeti. Here we are now in the final wave. We got potato mines out. I'd like to demonstrate those. I probably will in just a second. You'd stop stealing my sunlight. You're so rude. Boom! Spadow! I suppose would be the more accurate onomatopoeia. Let's clear this lane quickly. Or semi-quickly. Not go as well as I'd like. But it looks like he's the last one, so it should be a piece of cake. Now let's see the prizes that this Yeti had, shall we? I got a gem. Which is basically just coins. So great. That was entirely a good use of my time. So yes, that was Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's about time. Personally, I don't really care for it, but as I've explained a lot throughout this episode, I don't really like tower defense games much at all. I certainly didn't like the original Plants vs. Zombies, so I'm probably not the best person to listen to if you really liked the first one, or you really like this one and you want to hear someone echo your opinion. If you're like me, you've sort of been on the outside of this, or maybe you're sort of a strategy snob, this is not going to convert you. This is not going to be the end-all be-all. This is not going to make you go, oh my god, tower defense games, what have I been missing for all this time? No, because it's just like any other tower defense game. It's dull, it's repetitive, and it's really not rewarding. It's pretty though, I'll give it that. It looks great. I love the cartoonish vibe. I love what little music it has. But that's just not enough to sate me. So yes, I've been Poor Cynic with Tyrant Reviews. Ta-ta and farewell. For more reviews, both written and recorded, go to www.tablettyrant.com. That's www.tablettyrant.com.